Chapter 1. The Suicide. You are listening at FameTV.info. Hurry and open the door. A middle-aged man said to the middle-aged woman beside him. Yes. The middle-aged woman said worriedly. Son, how can you do this? The middle-aged man teared up while looking at the piece of paper he was holding. Creak. Inside the room, a young man was lying on the ground with foam coming from his mouth. Son. Seeing this, they ran to the side of the youth and grabbed him into their embrace. The man with tears flowing from his eyes said to the woman. Hurry and call the ambulance. The woman grabbed her phone and started to dial the hospital. A few minutes later. Sorry, but your son was in a coma because of overdose. A man in the white coat said. Doctor, please do everything to save my son Lucas, no matter how much I will pay. The middle-aged man pleaded. Why did our Lucas did such a thing? The middle-aged woman beside him sobbed. Fuck. You don't know. Roared the middle-aged man, I am busy at my work, how should I suppose to know? The middle-aged woman. The man wipes his tears and said. We should not do this or else our only son will be sad. Yeah. The woman said weakly, my son, your parents are here so please don't leave us alone. The middle-aged man grabs the hand of youth who was silently lying in white bed, looking at his son. The tears flowed down without stop. Yes Lucas, don't leave mother or else I will get lonely. The middle-aged woman firmly holds the other hand of youth. Hunk, what are you thinking? The woman said. I will make them pay for what they did to our son. Hunk eyes flashed with fierce light. Are you sure about this? Be war it may be, I will never forgive them, Rose. Hunk, but our child will be sad. The hunk expression softened. Right, he was a pure child, so why the world gave this kind of treatment? Hunk clenches his fist and looks at the ceiling as if looking insulting the heaven. Hunk, our child woke up. Seeing this, the two look at their child with a smile. The youth opened his eyes and saw his parents looking at him. The two supported Lucas to sit down. The two look at their son and saw his face void in any emotion. Seeing this they became worried and started to talk. Son, do you feel anything? Hunk the youth glanced at his father and said. I am, in fact, it was as if a new world opened into my mind. The two looked strangely at their son. After a few seconds, they chuckled and hugged their son. Hunk looked at his son and seriously said. Lucas, tell me who bullied you, I will make them pay tenfold. Hunk the youth with an expressionless face said. Dad, a mere thing doesn't concern me anymore. Lucas the two was shocked and looked at each other. They knew their son was kind but not to this degree. Rose held his hand and said. Lucas, just tell us who did this to you or else I can't forgive myself. Rose, mother, there's no need to ask forgiveness, this one knows what went wrong. So can you please let me resolve this myself? Lucas looking at his son, Hunk was surprised in the change of Lucas. In his mind, Lucas was always full of smiles. Even if he got hurt, that smile of his will not disappear, but he saw his son was completely different than before. Okay, Hunk subconsciously agreed. Hunk. Believe on our child. Hunk, thank you, Dad. You can ask if you ever need help, so don't push yourselves too hard. Hunk led his wife outside the hospital room. Why are you letting him do everything by himself? Rose, he was our child so you know his personality. Rose became silent and followed Hunk behind. In hospital room. Because the room window was open, the youth hair was fluttering. Lucas looked at the flower vase expressionless and raised his hand in the empty air. The flower vase started to float in the air and rotated in the hospital room, then the water of flower vase separated and scattered like fallen rain that surrounded the room. The hospital room was now bathed in sparkled light. Looking at his action, Lucas waved his hand, then the scattered water and flower vase vanished, as if the time reverse. The flower vase was back to its original place like it never been moved before. Time and space, Locas muttered. First chapter 1. Hope this story will make a good expression to all of you, smiley face. Listen to the full novel at FameTV.info, direct link in the description.